Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the review of this Realme soundbar. And I know I'm a little bit late because I got this a little bit late, and when I picked up the box, guys, I didn't have higher expectations with this one because the box is not that heavy, though it comes with this soundbar actual, and also it has a sub. But when I plugged it in and when I started testing it, the results are very different. So let's have a closer look at the same. And yes, it also comes with this remote. So guys, this is what all comes inside the box, and I'm happy that everything is supplied. For example, you get a remote. In fact, even the batteries also came in the box, which is surprising. So it's a full functional remote that you get. You can control everything via this. Surprisingly, we also get a HDMI cable. We also get this coax cable in the box. We also get some mounting brackets, and these are metal, guys, not plastic. So that's nice. And lastly, we also get a manual. Then we have this is the sub that we are getting. It looks small in size, but I was surprised with the output of this one. And finally, this is the soundbar that we are having. And if you notice here, this is actually metallic grill that we have. All the drivers are over here. This has an output of 60 watts, and the subwoofer is actually 40, so combine of 100. And we have a couple of buttons over here. You can use this one also, but again, I use mostly the remote and it worked. And this is actually made up of plastic, guys. And back, if you go over here, here are the main ports, and I like the connectivity on this one because generally in the budget oriented soundbars, connectivity is an issue. We also get optical in, and this is that coax cable. We also have a HDMI, and it does support HDMI ARC. In fact, we'll be doing testing using an ARC connection. We also have a connection for the subwoofer. This is a proprietary cable that they have with the subwoofer, so this goes in. And the up is again for your old aux cables. Again, you have that. This is with the USB port, and this is for the power. Again, there is also a power adapter that also comes inside the box. So guys, I have attached the soundbar via ARC connection to this television, and whenever you press any mode, it actually says, for example, I'm going to change from ARC to, and if I press auxiliary, as you can see, because we don't have any display, ARC. So I'm putting back to ARC. And in terms of the sound modes, we just have three. That is news, music, and movies. So that's what we can't individually adjust this bass and treble with this one. And again, we also have a dedicated button for Bluetooth. Now, to give you idea about the sound, let me actually play this Underground 6 trailer. It has a lot of effect. Hopefully my microphone can capture it.
Really running my story right now, I know that.
We got an issue. There's movement now. We have 15 minutes.
It's time.
Hopefully you get an idea, and it sounds spectacular, guys. I did not expect this much sound effect. But the only thing, as I mentioned earlier also, is that we just have a couple of LEDs over here which donates what's happening, green, blue color and all those things. So again, even when you are increased the volume or etc., you just don't come to know if you are at the maximum volume or stuff like that. But in terms of sound, it's very good. And let me just play one more clip to give you an idea about the sound.
Get up, we gotta get out of here right now.
So hopefully you get an idea. The bass is also very impactful. One thing I liked is that I can't show you movie clips and stuff. The dialogue delivery was also very good. So again, I like that. So very impactful actually sound. And frankly, I didn't expect that we'll get this kind of sound with this one. So guys, as you saw, the sound output was something that was really impressive. I frankly did not have that much expectations because, as I've told you, even the sub is actually not that big in size compared to other soundbar. So I had very mediocre expectations. But when I plugged it in and I played some movies and even shows, the impact was very different, I would say. I'm surprised how they get this output, and it's surprisingly actually very, very loud, will easily fill a hall. So in terms of sound and that impact, I would say it is doing a very good job. But the only con is that if you saw the remote also, in this remote we do not have any different settings for adjusting the bass or treble. It's what it is. We just have 3 different modes like movie, music and news. I would have loved if they would have given a dedicated setting for adjusting the bass or treble, but sadly that is not there. But I feel the built-in calibration has been done very well. In fact, I would say in terms of bass for movies, I would say it's slightly exaggerated, so it gives very impactful experience that most of you would like. But I would have loved to have manual control over that. That's the only con that I have. But apart from that, I feel this is an excellent soundbar considering the price point that we are getting. It has proper HDMI ARC, also optical, Bluetooth, so all the connections are there. It even has a USB port, so if you have USB music on your MP3, you can MP3 files on that, you can play that. So I would say in that area, considering the price point, currently it's available for about 7,000 on Flipkart. I would say it's a very good soundbar. I frankly, again I have to say, I did not expect this output from this one. In fact, it blew my mind considering the output that I got on this one. And if I have to rate it just overall, I would say I would rate it as high as 9.2. In fact, I would have rated it even slightly more, but just because it does not give us that control over adjusting the bass manually, I'm cutting out a little bit of points. Also, that LED display that we saw on this one, we just have, instead of this, if they would have just given a normal LCD numbers and stuff like we see on other soundbars, that would have been better. But again, these are the 2 minor cons. But apart from that, I would say in terms of sound output, I was amazed. And guys, you know that I have tested and I've owned actually pretty high-end soundbar, but still I would say this sounds amazing. In fact, I would say my earlier budget, pick for soundbars was the Mark Q, and in fact I would say this one beats even the Mark Q. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.